Welcome, dear friends. We are going to talk about a very interesting topic today, that is law of karma. But before I go in this topic, I want you to think about question number one. Think about this question. Did you ever have this question in your life? Why I did not get what I deserve in life? Have you ever encountered this question? If yes, raise your hand. That I think that I did not get what I deserve in life. Maybe in personal life or maybe in professional life. If you can relate with this question, or if this question came to you ever, think about it. Now the second question, think about this question also. Have you ever said, why me, God? Why this happened to me? There are so many people, but this happened to only me. Why? Something bad happened and we felt so bad about it. I lost my father when I was very young. I had this question, why me, God? What I have done to deserve this? Have you ever asked this question? Why me? Why it happened to me? Raise your hands if you have ever encountered this question. Perfect. Now these two questions, remember, while we are discussing whole concept of law of karma. Now I'm going to give you a couple of situations and I want you to think about those situations. Think about a suffering you think you did not deserve, but still you went through it. Think about a suffering which you think you did not deserve, but still you had to go through it. Could you think of anything? Just close your eyes and let something pop up. You don't need to think more about it. Just let it pop up. A suffering. Let that image pop up in your mind. Thank you. Next situation. Think about one of the very important person in your life right now, but that person should not be any blood relative. Think about any person who is most important or very important to you in your life right now, but he is not your blood relative. Now, think about how did you first meet that person? Was it a coincidence? You met a person for the first time someday, some years back, and that person today is one of the most important person of life. How does people come and meet to each other? Think about that situation also. Could you think of anything? A person who is in your life right now, very important. Think about when you first met to that person. Could you think of him or her? Perfect. Now my last point. Think about, do you have any unexplained pain in your body? Any pain which is not medically cannot be explained. Unexplained pain in the body. Any itching, discomfort. You can't explain why it is so. Could you think of anybody else also? Perfect. Did you ever felt this called deja vu? This has happened before. We have met before. Same situation has happened before. Did you ever felt this deja vu? Raise your hands. I promise all of you, today, in next 20 minutes, you'll get answer to all these things, all these questions that we encountered in our life. So let's begin. Law of karma. I'll connect it with where we stopped in the last session. We discussed about karma yoga. So what is karma? What is action? Karma is any thought, feeling, word, or action is karma. Any thought comes to your mind is karma. The moment you speak a word is karma. Any action you do is karma. Any feeling you have is karma. So whenever you do a karma, What you get is karma phala, result of that action. You speak nice to somebody, another person will smile back to you. Karma phala. You abuse another person, he'll slap. Karma phala. The result of those actions. Fine. So that is called karma phala. Now this karma phala is of two types. Visible and invisible. Visible karma phala is something that you can see. The cause and effect. Where you can see cause and effect between your karma and karma phala is called visible karma phala. Like, you study hard, you get success in life. In academics, you get success in college, good marks. Visible karma phala. You were careless while you were driving. You met with an accident. Visible karma phala. You are performing very good in your job. You got increments, promotions. Visible karma phala. But another type of karma phala is invisible karma phala. Invisible. You don't see. What is invisible karma phala? Where you can't see direct cause and effect relationship. Why Dhritarashtra was born blind? As Swamiji was narrating a beautiful story. Dhritarashtra's mother, while mating, closed her eyes out of fear. But Dhritarashtra was born blind. What was his mistake in that? He couldn't make out invisible karma phala. I don't know. Fine. Like, for example, somebody is born at Elon Musk family. Somebody is born at a beggar's family. So why somebody is son of Elon Musk and another person is son of a beggar? Don't know. Invisible karma phala. You can't make out. Now this invisible karma phala is of two types. Fine. Invisible karma phala is of two types. First is called punyam. Punyam. Second is called papam. Papam. Punyam means punyam. 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 Punyam means invisible positive returns of your good deeds. Invisible positive returns of your good deeds. Something good happened to you. You don't know why it happened. Like, for example, you got an excellent mother and father, extremely loving and caring. You did nothing to deserve to have them, but you were born by chance in such a family. So it is an invisible positive returns of your good deeds. You don't know the cause and effect. It's like debit card. Sometime back, you did a good deed in spite of all difficulties. You suffered also, but still you were good. And today you are enjoying. So you suffer today and you enjoy later is called debit card. But another is papam. Papam is sin. Invisible negative returns of the wrong deeds. It is like credit card. You enjoy now and suffer later. Fine, it's like credit card. So wherever, whatever we do, let me give you a small anecdote in that. There was a farmer, his name was Fleming. This farmer found a child almost drowning in a pond. He jumped into the water lake and pond and saved the life of that child. He didn't know who the child was. Child was so happy. Child did not even thank that farmer and went away. He did a good deed, but he was not even thanked for that. Later on, a very rich and famous person of that community in a big vehicle reached to this farmer's place. Farmer was taken aback why such a rich and famous person came to him. Later on, he realized that that boy was his son, that noble person's son. That noble person said that I am grateful that you safeguarded my son's life. What I can do for you? This farmer said, I did it in a good way, good motive. I didn't want any returns. That's fine. That's okay. Anybody would have done it. But then this nobleman requested, okay, fine. If you don't want anything from me, can you permit me to take care of your son? I want to make your son educated. Farmer was okay with it because his son was in village. He wanted his son to get proper education. So this nobleman started taking care and properly educating the son of this farmer. Such a beautiful story. And this boy, farmer's son, became highly qualified person in the later years of his life. But story is not still over. Look how law of karma works. This son of the nobleman rose up to be a great politician. And all of you know that politician. His name is Churchill. And then Churchill, this nobleman's son, became Churchill. Churchill got sick by pneumonia. And there was no medicine at all of pneumonia. He could have died out of it. But then this farmer's son, who rose to become a great scientist called the Sir Alexander Fleming, invented penicillin. And that penicillin again saved life of Churchill twice. So see how law of karma works. Swami Vivekananda used to say, good, good, bad, bad, none escape the law. Jesus says when you do good deeds and you don't get returns of it, nobody knows even about your good deeds. Remember, those good deeds are counted. But if everybody knows about it and out of your good deeds you are very famous, it means everything is given back to you. Now it is not getting deposited anywhere because you got famous out of your good deeds. So don't expect any other returns from this good deeds because your good deeds gave you visible returns right now. Jesus always used to say, do good deeds and forget about it. Don't share with anybody. Keep mum. Keep on doing good. What he meant is, it will be added into your invisible account. And that invisible account of good and bad deeds together, accumulated account, is called accumulated karma. In Sanskrit, it is called sanchit karma. Sanchit karma, accumulated account of karma. It has both invisible punyam and papam. It is called invisible variable. Fine. Sanchit karma. So we knew about karma, karma phala, papam, punyam, sanchit karma. Now a part of this accumulated karma that we have been doing manifests in this life also. Accumulated karma of so many past lives will get manifested in this life. And whatever get manifested in this life is called situation, choiceless situation. This choiceless situation of this life is called prarabdha. Prarabdha. So what is prarabdha, or the situations around me? Like, for example, I'm being born in a very good family. It's a choiceless situation. Nobody asked me. I've got excellent parents. Choiceless situation. Nobody asked me before it. So many good situations we have. It is getting manifestation of some good sanchit karmas. Fine. Otherwise, getting a very difficult boss, trapped into a very difficult relationship, being born in a very quarrelsome family. Bhagavad Gita, chapter 6, verse 41 to 45 talks about it. Lord Krishna says, when you do good deeds, you will be born in the house and the family of noble people, so that you can continue your journey of goodness furthermore. Our present is the fruit of past, and our future will be the fruit of our present. In Gita chapter 4, verse 5, Lord Krishna says, Arjun, you and me have lived before. The only difference is you forgot, but I still remember that we have lived before. And that's why in chapter 11, verse 31, when Arjuna is reluctant to kill his blood relatives, Krishna says, chapter 11, verse 31, Arjuna, these people are already dead. You just do your role. You just do your karma. They are already dead. I have already killed them. It means their destiny and fate is already decided that they are going to be killed by you or anybody else. So don't make yourself that important that everything is happening because of you. And then what happens is this situation, then it comes to you. How do you respond to that situation is called Purushartha. Purushartha. My response to a situation, utilizing my free will, how will I like to utilize this situation, is called Purushartha. So Purushartha again is karma. Chapter 2, verse 47 again says, Karmani ev adhikaraste. You have only authority to the karma, not to the situation, because situation is coming from a very deep account, accumulated account. And this karma, which I am doing today, you are attending this class, is called Kriyaman karma. Kriyaman karma. Kriyaman karma. Or Purushartha, they are same thing. Or karma. Karma, Kriyaman karma, Purushartha, they are same. So this is a complete cycle. See, karma, karma phala, visible, invisible, visible punyam, papam, both together, sanchit karma. Sanchit karma manifest in present life is called prarabdha, situation. Situation, how do I deal with it, is called Purushartha. Purushartha is Kriyaman karma. And Kriyaman karma again makes karma, and karma again yields karma phala. So this is what is called cycle of karma. And this is how it works. So in the law of karma, there are three factors. First, karma, which I do, Purushartha or Kriyaman karma. Second, prarabdha, the situations that comes to me. What is seen in front of me. Third is sanchit karma, invisible variables, the bigger picture. Think about your life. These three things contribute in any karma phala. Whatever results you got in your life, you will find these three variables. Your efforts, that is your Purushartha, karma, Kriyaman karma. Second, a situation, a difficult situation that came to you is prarabdha. And third, invisible factors. They also applied. And then finally, you got your results, whatever your results are. So why all this drama? What is the reason behind this drama? The reason of this drama is me, I want permanent peace and happiness. But how will I get permanent peace and happiness? So there are two instruments. First, I may take impermanent instruments. When the instrument itself is not permanent, how can I get permanent peace from that? What are those instruments? Relationships, job, house, people around. All these are temporary. Temporary things can never give permanent peace and happiness. So what is important? Bhagavad Gita chapter 9 verse 24 says, People who worship demigods remain in the trap. Today they fell in love with a person. They are very happy. Tomorrow the same person is giving them pain. Today they are making a house, they are happy. Tomorrow that house get dismantled, they are in pain. So we need to go for permanent instruments. And what is that permanent instrument? That is learning this Vedic wisdom, which help us to understand our true nature. And we improve upon 6 fundamental illness in us. What are those 6 fundamental illness in us? First, calm, lust. Second, anger. Third, greed. Fourth, arrogance. Fifth, delusion. Sixth, jealousy. These 6 things we need to improve in ourselves. Anybody who is above these 6 problems will get permanent happiness. So, how should we see life? See, Earth is a university. Peace and happiness is a degree we want. These 6 illnesses, weaknesses, are 6 semesters of that degree. And every difficult situation that comes to us is a test paper. When a person comes and irritates you, he is trying to check, can you control your anger? And if you fail, lifelong this pattern will repeat. You will keep on finding such people in your life who will irritate you. But the moment you learn through it, you clear the test paper, you will never find any person who will irritate you. So whatever is your fundamental weakness, lust, anger, greed, arrogance, delusion, or jealousy, the same situation will keep on coming to you till you don't clear the test paper. And what are the laboratories? Our house, office, fields, these are laboratories in that university of life. Who are the practical teachers? Our bosses, relatives, intimate relationships. They are our teachers. They are there to teach us. So we understand by this that, and we get many infinite chances to improve, because it is so easy to listen and understand, but it is so difficult to live. And that's why we get many chances. And every chance is called a birth. Every chance is called birth. Universe is so infinitely compassionate that nobody judges you here. Law of karma is not a punishment system. You do good, good will come back to you. You do bad, bad will come back to you. It's not a punishment system. It's a system. It's an educational tool so that we can improve and start removing our impurities. We are not condemned for our karmas. We will be given another opportunity because universe is full of compassion. And that another opportunity is called different births, 84 lakh yonis. So Mother Nature is caring, unconditionally loving. We suffer because we do not see the truth. That, what is the truth? That we are divine beings having human experience, not human beings having divine experience. So after having understood this, what should I do now? Okay, fine, this is good. But what should I do from tomorrow? First, remain aware of what is temporary and what is permanent. See, look around. And remember this, whatever is temporary can never give permanent peace, period. This is first thing. Wear specs, glasses, which can tell us what is temporary, what is permanent. And second, remember that temporary can never give permanent happiness. Third, see critical people or situations just as test papers. They have come to test me whether am I elevating or not. If it is not reflecting in your behavior, you are not there. There are no theories in this. It has to reflect in your behavior at that moment of truth. So instead of getting irritated on the people who are irritating us, just start respecting them as the teachers who are showing us mirror that you are yet not there. Fine. Fourth, forgive others because they are also in their journey of life. They are also in their journey of life. They are not taken birth to just give you pain. They have their own journey of life, and by chance, our journey of life is going together in this manner so that we can learn from each other. Fifth, never judge others. Never judge others. Why? Because you don't know enough about them. Because their journey is not only of this life, it's been for lifetimes. Because you don't know them enough, don't judge them. Generally, one mistake we do, we judge others on the basis of traits, good, bad, ugly, selfish, arrogant, proud. But when it comes to us, we judge ourselves on the basis of situations. What to do? My situations of life was like this. So we judge self on situations, others on traits. And that is a mistake we do. That's why not judge others. Sixth, accept situations as it is. Point number 4 was forgive others because they are also on their own journey of life. Fifth is never judge others. Sixth is accept situations as it is because they are prarabdha. You can't change it. You can just respond to it. Seventh, assure righteousness of action. Do right deeds. That becomes punyam. And eighth and the last, see unity in diversity, as Swamiji says. That is called Advaita. Advaita, oneness. There is oneness in all of us. So let's conclude what we discussed today. We discussed today that, yes, lots of situations in our life comes because of our karma. Karma, when any thought, feeling, words, and action is called karma. Karma leads to karma phala, that is the result of action. The results of action are twofold, visible and invisible. Visible means where you can see cause and effect. Invisible, where you can't see cause and effect. Invisible karma effect is called punyam or papam. Punyam means invisible positive returns of good deeds. It's like debit card. You suffer now and enjoy later, but invisible negative returns of your wrong deeds is called papam. That is like credit card. You enjoy now and suffer later. These together makes it invisible variable that is called accumulated karma or adrashya karaka or sanchit karma. This accumulated karma or sanchit karma, part of which gets manifested in this life in terms of situations. All the choiceless situations, like where we are born, destiny, on all those things you call it. In how do you respond to that situation is called purushartha or kriyaman karma, my response to the situation utilizing my free will. And that again adds to the karma and the cycle continues. So next, what is whole drama? I need permanent peace and happiness, but impermanent instruments can never give me peace and happiness permanently. So I need to go for permanent instruments, and those, what is permanent instrument? Right knowledge, a knowledge which will help me to go above lust, anger, greed, arrogance, delusion, and jealousy. So once I will elevate in that, certainly I will get permanent peace and happiness. Earth is a university, peace is the degree. 6 illness are 6 semesters, difficult situations are test papers, offices, fields, and houses are just laboratories. So what is to be done then? We need to remember that the universe is infinitely compassionate. Nobody judges you. Law of karma is not a punishment system. It's an educational tool to improve and remove impurities. We are not condemned by karma. We are given another opportunity. So what should we do? Remember that we are divine beings having human experience. We are not human beings with divine experience. So what are the 7 steps, the 8 steps that I should take from now? First, remain aware of what is temporary and what is permanent. Second, temporary can't give permanent happiness. Third, see critical people situations just as papers and tests. Fourth, forgive others as they are also on their journey. Fifth, never judge others. Sixth, accept situations as it is. Seventh, assure righteousness in your action. And eighth, see unity in diversity. Thank you very much.